Okie dokie then. My apologies for all the feedback as I get my sound together. Okay. I'm pinning a message in the chat to let folks know the personal reading list is open. Information to donate is in the description box. Hey, hey, ¿qué pasó? Hey, Anderson. What's up? Adventures with Yunjay or Yunchai? Hey, when pigs fly. mm, yeah. So Anderson Abel Cruz, Mamani. Yeah. No hablo español. Je parle un petit peu le français. Hey, y'all. Thanks, when pigs fly. How is everybody in the chat? You like Sonic? Okay. Pigs fly. The restaurant or the hedgehog? Um, my condolences, Sebastian Clips, to your uncle. Yeah, down here you can't just say you like Sonic and not specify when pigs fly if we're talking about the hedgehog or the fast food restaurant from Oklahoma. So, anyway, hey everybody in the chat, welcome, welcome. We're doing live readings tonight. And so, if you would like to participate, the information to participate, these are donation based readings, it's in the chat, description box, not the chat, rather. And as I'm reading, I won't be answering any questions that come into the chat just out of respect for the client, because I do have some prepaid clients. So just to give y'all the heads up, I'm not trying to be disrespectful or ignore you all. I'm just trying to respect the people who have already paid. So, Mega Lumber, hey, do I have kids? Do you mean children or the goats? I'm fucking with you. Hey, farming 59014. Do you have children? Mega Lumber. I don't know if I like that name because there's a lot of innuendo in that name. It's kind of funny. Mega Lumber. Mega Lumber. Now, if it would say mega, you know what? I'm not gonna give you any ideas. Mega Lumber. So yeah, keep that name. Keep that name. All right. But if there are people in the chat that don't want to participate in the personal reading session, that is okay. Y'all can just chill out and give your good vibes as we go along. So I'm going to pull up my list here. Let me. All right. Get my timestamp ready. For client one. Hey, client one. Thank you for booking with me. Thank you for uh, choosing me and trusting me with your energy. It looks like you have 3 yes no questions, client one. So the first one is, will my mother ever forgive me? All right. Let's see here. I hate you have to ask that, client one. Will client one's mother ever forgive them? Ooh, try that again. Will client one's mother ever forgive them? Will client one's mother ever forgive them? Will client one's mother ever forgive them, Spirit? Will client one's mother ever forgive them? Okay. There we go. So, first one is no. Second one is no. Third one is yes. So, with 2 out of 3 of these cards saying no, it looks like, unfortunately, client one, your mother is not in a space to forgive you. It looks like she's, really walked away from the situation with this 8 of cups here. And with the moon and judgment right here, she's not trying to pick up the phone if you were to reach out. Queen of cups right here is at the bottom of the deck. So there's still love. She still loves you, but she's not in the space of forgiveness right now. So I hate to have to be the one that delivers that message to you, but Right now, the answer is no, at least in this energy. Your second question is, should I reach out to her soon? I probably kind of answered that already, but since you paid for the question, we're going to go to the cards. Will client one's mother, should client one reach out to their mother soon? Should client one reach out to their mother soon? Should client one reach out to their mother soon? Should client one reach out to their mother soon? Should client one reach out to their mother soon? The first card, it says yes. And then we have a maybe. And then we have a yes. So, Spirit is saying that you should reach out to your mom, although she may not be in a space to pick up the phone. At the bottom of the deck, there's 3 yeses here. We have the Wheel of Fortune. What I'm getting here with the Magician, the Hierophant, and the Wheel of Fortune, that's 3 majors. You know, things can shift, the energy can change, but it will take effort on your part. The Knight of Wands is somebody who really just goes after it. There's no real thought process after with the Knight of Wands. They just do that shit. And basically that's what Spirit is saying here, with the Magician and Hierophant. This is your mom. Reach out as many times as you need to. Yep. And your last question is, now this one I did answer, but again, you paid for it, so we're going to ask, will client one's mom pick up if client one calls her? Will client one's mom pick up if client one calls her? Will client one's mom pick up if client one calls her? We have a yes. We have a yes. And we have a maybe. And at the bottom of the deck, we have a yes. Your mom will eventually pick up you, but there's some work that has to be done, you know, um, to build whatever back, whether it's trust or, um, yeah, definitely trust. But yeah, with the star here, the 3 of Pentacles and the 7 of Pentacles, this is something that y'all can work towards and work together. The 3 of Pentacles is about, um, doing meaningful work, and not just doing meaningful work, but doing work that reaps rewards. With the 7 of Pentacles here, you'll end up seeing a return on your investment in each other. But this is one of those things, client one, where there is some healing that has to be done on, probably on both sides. The star isn't just about, wishes coming true. It's also about hope. It's about inspiration. And I don't know if either one of you have, maybe may have been diagnosed or undiagnosed, but it can also be um, about mental health. So definitely there needs to be some grace for you and her, but it's definitely a renewal on the horizon for you both. Yeah. So good luck, client one. Thank you for booking with me, and thank you for trusting me with your energy. I hope what I said and has helped, and I hope it helps you for your highest good. Yeah, that's serious. I hate that, client one. Good luck. All right. Let's see. We're on client two. Well, I guess they didn't want to tell me what kind of sonnet they were talking about. Hmm. What can you do? What can you do? Folks just come up here and say, I like Sonic. Okay. Congratulations. All right, client two. Let me get your timestamp ready. We have 18. All right. Hey, client two. Hey, thank you for booking with me and trusting me with your energy. It looks like you have two questions. So you say, I'm a 26-year-old and my best friend, oh no. Yeah, okay. My best friend died tragically while away from home 2 years, 2 years ago. I never got a chance to say goodbye. Oh, my condolences. My heart goes out to you, client two. So, your first question is, does she know how much I love and miss her? Okay. Does client two's best friend who died 2 years ago know how much client two loves and misses her? Does client two's best friend who died tragically 2 years ago know how much client two loves and misses her? Does client two's best friend know how much they love and miss her since she transitioned on? Does client two's best friend know how much they love and miss her since she's transitioned on? First one is a maybe. Second one is a no. And then we have a no. Hmm. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Cups, which is a yes. It feels like there's some things from the past. I don't know what you and your best friend may have been going through, but right now the answer is no. Like it seems like there was a missed opportunity. I don't know if you and she were, because I got the Four of Pentacles here and the Five of Pentacles. Like y'all were in an argument, and the number 445 or any variation of those numbers may mean something to you, but it looks like y'all were in the middle. Y'all may have had an argument or a disagreement or were on the outs at the time. So that's the energy that I'm getting here. Y'all didn't get a chance to make up with this Four of Pentacles. I hate that happen. I hate that happen. Spirit is saying that if you don't talk to your best friend, that you should. And if you're not comfortable with talking to her, write her a letter expressing how much you love and miss her. And, say all the things that you wish you could have said before, she transitioned on. And then once you are done with that letter, you fold it towards yourself and burn it. And then, when you think about her, just tell her how much you love her and miss her. And as you start to do that more, you can just start to talk to her about your day, whether it's a good day, a bad day, a midday, like that, because she's still around. The energy is still there. Energy can't be destroyed. So she's still around. And it seems like she needs to hear how much you love and miss her from you. But let me go into your next question. What does she want you to know right now? Let's see. This one, the other one. All right, let's find out. This is Client 2, an oracle deck that Spirit and I curated that is just going to be for us. So we'll find out what your best friend has to say. What does Client 2's best friend want them to know right now? What does Client 2's best friend want them to know right now? What does Client 2's best friend want them to know right now? What does Client 2's best friend want them to know right now? What does Client 2's best friend want them to know right now, please? Things are slippery. Are you in some slippery situations, Client 2? Because these cards aren't usually slippery. And I was about to say, your best friend act like she don't want to say nothing. Which is her right. It is her right. I will say that. But something flipped out here on the floor. Oh. Here's something. Uh-oh. Somebody, Client 2, that you're dealing with is sus as fuck. And what flipped out is not looking back. Client 2, are you dealing with somebody like an ex? Or dealing with some folks who showed you in the past that they won't shit? And you kind of been dealing with them? Anything else? Anything else, please? That Client 2 needs to know. Oh, whoever you are dealing with, client two, your best friend is calling them out that they are not good enough for you and they will never be good enough. Never. Yeah. Oh, at the bottom of the deck, your best friend says that they look forward to y'all's conversation and spending time with you. Wow. Wow. I mean, it just confirms what I said about you writing that letter to her and, saying all the things that you wanted to say before she transitioned on and continuously just talking as if she's right there in front of you, just when you're thinking about her. Yeah. But I kind of want to get into though who this person is that this one that she thinks is not good enough for you, that she thinks is sus, and that you need to walk away from and not look back. Can we clarify client two's best friends um details about whoever this is in client two's life that she does not like this person at all. Client two. Mm-mm. Somebody that's never going to be good enough for you. Okay. And people who have transitioned on, they have a lot of insight into the things that we don't. So the fact that your best friend is pointing out that this person is never going to be good enough for you, and the fact she's pointing out that they sus as fuck. Okay. Let's see. Can we clarify? Okay. You saw what came out. You saw. Anything else to clarify? Client two's best friends. Like info. Anything else? The fact that your best friend is saying that this person is breadcrumbing you. And what the bottom of breadcrumbing says is giving minimal attention, keeping options open, vague promises, never committing fully. So your best friend is saying that you wasting your damn time. And I'm saying it to you because I feel like what I'm hearing is like, say it like that. You wasting your damn time with this person who's not trying to commit to you. Anything else? Anything else? Oh, clout chaser. At the bottom of this, it says doing anything for attention, fame hungry, desperate for followers, anything for a like. So this person, not only are they breadcrumbing you, but when somebody better comes along, they're going to be all up in their face. They're going to be all up in their face. And they're going to be like, the hell with you. That's why your best friend is like, they're not good enough for you. And that's why she's like, they sus as fuck. So if this is somebody that you dealt with in the past, your best friend is saying, they see you as a status upgrade. Do you make a lot of money? Like, are you really, really stable? The fact that this person is a clout chaser and sees you as an upgrade, it's crazy. Let me get some advice. What advice she would give you? This one or that one? Let's see. We'll get some final messages here from your best friend, like some advice, anything else that she wants to reveal to you. And then I'll let you go. Anything else that client two's best friend wants to reveal to client two? Any advice? You know, yeah. What else for client two from client two's best friend? She want to reveal to client two? Advice, words of wisdom, anything else from client two's best friend that she wants to reveal to client two, please? Ooh. Your best friend is so sweet. The first one that came out is patience. Your prayers have been heard. What you need is coming. She also says you are more resilient and stronger than you think. Anything else from client two's best friend? Ooh, yes. Yes. I know that's right. First of all, let me just show you. She says you have a choice. You have a choice, especially when it comes to whoever this sus ass person is. You have a choice. Anything else? Anything else? Ooh, yes, yes, yes. Think bigger. The divine is not on a budget. I don't know how many times I've had to tell somebody that, but your best friend is saying think bigger. The divine, your benevolent ancestors, your angels, whomever is not on a budget. You should be manifesting bigger things than whatever you've been manifesting. Is that it? That's it. That's it. That's all. I hope that helps client two, and I hope it helps you for your highest good. Thank you for, trusting me with your energy, and I wish you well. Until next time. Bye, client two. All right. Hey, goodness. MP6. Oops. Make sure these are all the right ones. Still standing. I know that's right. Keep standing. Keep standing. All right. All right. On to client three. We got 36. Okay. Hey, client three. Thank you for choosing me and thank you for trusting me with your energy. It looks like you have one question, client three. So I'll get to it. It says, I work two part-time jobs and deliver food. I feel lost, unstable, like I'm adrift, not living life to the fullest. I'm not sure where I'm going in life. I don't want my life to be like this forever, but I have no idea what to do. There are some things I'm good at, but I'm not sure if I can make a living doing them. I need some direction. What is Spirit's advice for me? Wow, very good. Very good question. And you know what? A lot of us are out here kind of floating, adrift. And also a lot of us out here living very unhappy lives because we are living to society standards that are unrealistic. It's just blanket standards for everybody, and we're all different. We all see success as something different. We all see our lives are individual. They're like our fingerprints. So how can we all have the same, idea of success? It makes no damn sense. So it's okay. It's okay. No matter where you are in life, no matter your age, if you need some direction. You going with this step? Okay. Spirit, what's your advice for client 3? They need some direction. They said they feel like they're not living life to the fullest. They have no idea what to do. It seems like they are working several part-time gigs, and they have some things that they're good at, but now they're not sure if they can make a living doing them. So they need some advice from you, Spirit. Okay. What advice, Spirit, do you have for client 3? What advice do you have for client 3, please? Who needs some direction because they feel like they're not living life to the fullest. What advice do you have? We have the 10 of Pentacles, the Devil, and the 8 of Arrows or the 8 of Swords. And at the bottom of the deck here, ooh, what? Client 3. First of all, the fact that the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups came out. The 10 of Cups, just in case you don't know, is that fulfillment, life fulfillment. So we're talking about peace. We're talking about joy. We're talking about being in overflow and that trickling down. If you have a family or you have people that are close to you, those folks who are surrounding you will feel it too. And their lives will be forever affected because of your energy. So the fact that this is here, that's surrounding this spread, that's good news. So, but also, we do have the devil out here. So, the 10 of Pentacles, of course, is all about success. It's about legacy. And what Spirit is saying with this spread is firstly, client 3, just to show you the whole spread together, is that you need to unwrap your mind around what success is or what you've been success is or what you've been conditioned, because that's what this is. This conditioning around success and being prosperous and abundant, whatever you've been seeing on the interwebs, social media, from your family, people that you are seemingly close to, it's not it's not necessarily for you. You define that. That's where this comes in, this 8 of Swords. You have yourself trapped. So you have to free yourself from those ideas that don't fit who you intrinsically are. If it ain't for you, then don't hold on to it. You know what success feels like to you. And you said you're good at some things. The only way to find out if it's going to make some money is to get out your head and do that shit. you know? So first you have to release that idea, those ideas surrounding success and abundance, and because there's levels to that shit. There's levels to abundance. There's levels to prosperity. There's levels to success. Where does that fit in your life? That's what Spirit is saying here. Yeah. So, with that said, what is your advice regarding how after client 3 releases their thoughts and ideas that were given to them about success, abundance, and prosperity, what else? What's the next step for client 3? Oof. Client 3, you got options. You got options. Then we got the 5 of Pentacles. So it's the 7 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, and Judgment. You have options, but you have to get out of that lack mindset. In order to see how abundant you are, you can't come from, I'm broke, I ain't got shit. It starts up here. That's one thing that they don't teach us. They don't teach us that. They teach us how to speak that we don't have anything, even though we might be surrounded. Because, like I said, there's levels to abundance, there's levels to prosperity. And as we elevate, we get access to different levels. So you have to, it's up to you. Judgment is here. That's your next step, to see what your options are. Pay attention to that shit, and then Chariot, move forward. You said you're good at a lot of things. Choose one. Choose one and make that move. It's on you. It's on you. I love this because it's not closing you in. And in society, we've been closed in. We get boxed in. Hence, the 8 of Swords here. We get boxed in by, scrolling on Instagram, looking at people show only pieces of their lives and comparing our own to that. That's how we box our. If you're not even on the internet like that, it's about what we've been conditioned to think. Everybody doesn't want a husband, wife, or a partner with 2.5 kids and a white picket fence, house, and all that shit like that. That's not the dream for them, and that's okay. So you have to identify what the dream is for you, client 3. What does the dream look like? And then make your move. You define your path. Nobody else. I'm gonna get some last messages here from Spirit for you, client 3. Good question, though. Good question. Move this out the way so you can see. Any last messages for client 3 here? Any last messages for client 3? Okay. Last messages for client 3, please. Anything else? Ooh. Listen, one thing I know about Spirit. Well, let me give you a disclaimer. And this is a disclaimer for everybody. Don't come for me, because when you ask Spirit for advice, because we wrote these cards up, Spirit gonna tell you. Anything else? There's a lot of messages coming out here for you, client 3, because what I'm hearing is that some of these things that you're involved in are blockages, and it's a distraction. You'll see with the card that comes out, the cards that have come out, and this is kind of was muddying your waters. So you still have free will to do what you want to do. However, I would be remiss if I ain't let you know. First of all, Spirit says there's a situation that you need to run away from. They said, don't walk, run away. Not only that, but this situation that you're in is a distraction. And what this says is don't lose sight, focus of your goals and your path. That just clarifies this to walk your path. And it also clarifies that chariot. Don't lose focus. Whatever you have going on with somebody else, it's a distraction for you. What also came out is transactional love. So, what's that telling me is that you are involved with some people, whether this is a romantic relationship, platonic, or familial, that only reach out to you when you give back to them. And that ain't it. That ain't it. Um, Spirit says exit the situation. You have other things that need to be done. Like I said, Spirit has told you twice, don't walk, run away, exit the situation. They also said, it said play stupid games, win stupid prizes on purpose. So that's just saying that if you stay in this situation, expect what you're still getting. Do more for and with yourself. You should start taking care of yourself, client 3. If you haven't been, if you are the last person on your list that you take care of, that needs to change, because you aren't any good to anybody if your cup isn't full and in overflow. You're pulling from fumes. And you know what happens to a car when it's running on fumes? It runs out. It conks out. The last one, I'm gonna clarify this one. It says witchcraft, conjure, root work, seek spiritual guidance. And I can't leave you hanging with this one here. Use this deck. Can you clarify this last card for client 3, please? What's this witchcraft, conjure, root work card about? Oh, abundance. Change your mindset. Somebody may have done some work on your abundance, your prosperity. That's fucked up. But Spirit is saying that it can be undone. Yeah. They have affected, your money, which adds on another layer to your confusion and why you feel adrift. Yeah. So If Spirit is saying, I'll send you an email, client 3, um, and it'll have some things in there to help you with this, and we'll see if we can get that cleared up. That's what I'm being led to do. But yeah, I'll do that. If not tonight, client 3, I'll definitely send it out tomorrow. But I hope this helps, and I hope it helps you for your highest good, client 3. Until next time. Bye. Yeah, that's some shit. I don't understand why people can't just and just live. Just be. Let folks live their lives the way they want to, on purpose. Mm, could be me. All right. We're going on to client 4. Let's see. All right. Let me get. Hey, client 4. Hey, thank you for trusting me with your energy. It looks like you have 4 questions. Thank you, client 4. So let's get into it. It says, I'm a single 46-year-old woman, and the delivery guy. Okay. And the delivery guy who looks like he's in his 30s, who comes to deliver packages to me, and the neighbors always flirts with me. Okay, delivery guy flirting. Okay. The other day, as I was walking to get my mail, he pulls over and asks me out. Oh, okay. So your first question is, what are his intentions with me? You know what? We're gonna find out. This one or this one? Okay. Yeah, let's find out this delivery guy's intentions for you, client 4, because I definitely want to know. Mm. Hey. What are the delivery guy's intentions for, for client 4? Very good question, client 4. Shoot. What are the delivery guy's intentions for client 4? All right. What are the delivery guy's intentions for client 4? What are the delivery guy's intentions for client 4? This delivery guy got his eyes on you. What are the delivery guy's intentions for client 4? What are the delivery guy's intentions for client 4, please? Oop, here we go. Uh-oh. First one, love bombed. At the bottom of that, it says intense affection. What else, please? Intense affection, too quickly, excessive attention, overwhelming charm, hidden control. I also have wake up call. That says spiritual awakening, sudden clarity, urgent awareness, can't ignore anymore. And we also have situationship. That one says unclear boundaries, mixed signals, more than friends, less than lovers. What are we? No filter also came out. Speaking your truth, authentic communication, raw honesty. This is how I feel. He's not somebody who has no filter because he's, honest. He's somebody who talks too damn much. So because um he's in a neighborhood like that, there's a lot of people around there that know his business. Sorry, y'all. And love bombed again. That's not good, and we all know why. Wake up call is about you realizing that you got yourself into some shit if you fuck with him, because all he really wants is a situation with you. Mike, for real. It's going to be a mess. And it's what I'm hearing is that he has a couple of situationships in your neighborhood already. Maybe you're somebody who kind of keeps you mind your business, so you don't really mix and mingle with the neighbors like that. But I'm sure if you were to talk, had a conversation with somebody at the mailbox, you'd find out some shit because he's all over the place. Anything else about the delivery guy's intentions for client 4? We have closure. Spirit saying, don't even open that door. Don't even open that door. Leave that thing where it is. At the bottom of the deck, we have triggered. Triggered says emotional reactions, unresolved wounds, facing past fears. Why does this bother me? He is going to remind you, dealing with him is going to remind you of somebody that you used to be with that may have been, a karmic relationship. So it seems like he's not it. He's not it. But we'll go on to your next question. It says, should I go out with him? Okay. You asked, so we're going to ask too. We're going to ask, should client 4 go out with the delivery guy since he asked? Should client 4 go out with the delivery guy since he did ask? Should client 4 go out with the delivery guy since he did ask her? Should client 4 go out with the delivery guy? First card, client 4, is a maybe. Then we have a yes. And then we have another yes. At the bottom of the deck, client 4, we have a yes. So I want you to see, client 4, that there are a lot of pentacles surrounding this yes, and it's for a reason. It's for a reason. This guy has been watching you, client 4. He's been watching you. He's been paying attention to you. And I don't know if you are someone who, I don't know the neighborhood that you live in or anything like that, but what he sees is dollar signs. You present as the Queen of Pentacles here, someone who is very stable. You take care of business, you take care of people. You are not only financially viable, you're pragmatic, you're a go-getter. You probably drive a really, really nice car. I'm sure he peeped it out. I mean, because but the thing is, if you go out with him, client four, even though they're saying yes, you're gonna be the one paying. You're gonna be the one paying. This is you doling out, shelling out. Because he can't, not that you're somebody who is focused on people's pockets. Client four, this guy, that's what he sees in you. And that's what you're going to be to him. So spirit is saying like, yeah, because what I'm getting is that you going to go, you want to say yes anyway, because maybe he's fine. you know, I mean, it be's like that sometimes, right? But what they're saying is you're going to see, you're going to be footing the bill at this date. He going to lose his wallet or some bullshit like that. Or a card ain't going to work or something. And you have to pay for yourself and maybe him, depending on how generous you are. So, yeah. Let's see. My apologies. Your third question is, what is spirit's advice regarding your love life? Okay. Which deck, please? We'll start with this oracle deck, client four. What is spirit's advice for client four regarding her love life? What is spirit fours? Spirit fours. Where'd I get that from, y'all? What is client four? Client four is a spirit. Regarding her love life. Okay. Crazy girl. What is client four's advice regarding her love life, please, spirit? What is client four's advice regarding her love life? Come on. Oop. And we are talking about her entire love life, not just, with this guy. So, yeah. What is client four's advice regarding her love life, please, spirit? Is that it? Okay. All right. So this one fell over here, but the first one that came out, client four, you are really loved in the 5D because great lengths are being taken to protect you by your higher ranking benevolent ancestors, your angel guides, the universe. I don't know what pantheon you lean into, but there could be Orishas, Loas, gods and goddesses. They are protecting you when it comes to your love life. And most likely they have their hands in it too. What else came out? Ooh, see, I keep telling folks, don't ask spirit for their advice because they're gonna tell you every time, especially when I use this deck. Okay, so spirit is calling you out, client 4, because I'm getting that you can be argumentative. You can be that person that may want to have the last word because they're saying be right or have peace. It's your choice. And that's some real shit because not every battle has to be fought, is what I'm hearing. Not every battle has to be fought. They want you to turn down the drama. That's their words, not mine. So I'm saying that with all due respect, client 4. Um, ooh, again, they calling you out. You've been ignoring and or avoiding the divine, the universe for too long. A course correction is coming. I'm not even going to ask because they said you've been ignoring them. So, of course, just a heads up for you. Um, they said don't walk, run away. This is about that delivery guy. Even though they told you to go out with them, they're like, don't walk, run away. I know you're probably like, but that's conflicting. And like I said, they're telling you to go out with them because they know that you're going to do it anyway. Sometimes we can't see past the face and the potential six pack and whatever else that delivery guy may have going on in his tight uniform. I mean, it just is what it is in the streets. um Entitlement is not a good look. You have a tendency to attract people who feel the need to feed off of you, like your energy, your resources. Like they are the ones who um feel like because they're attached to you, it's theirs too, even though they haven't done anything to do it, to get it. They're not even doing the work that you're doing. Hell, what I'm getting is that sometimes you fuck around with people who don't even work, like romantically, like a project. And then you get mad at them when, they have something to say, which kind of goes back to this: be right or have peace. It's your choice. You can't get angry at somebody that I guess you say you want to take care of, and then when they don't do what you want them to do or how you want them to do it, they're the problem. We can't fix people. We can't fix people. We can only work on ourselves. Now, this card came out during the previous reading, so I don't know what's going on in these streets, but witchcraft, conjure, root work, seek spiritual assistance came out. So I'm gonna clarify that. I'm not gonna leave you hanging, client four. Can we clarify this witchcraft, conjure, root work card, please? Mm-hmm. Yep. Can't see the forest past the trees. Oh, attachment issues, emotional and or spiritual. Someone is someone has attached themselves on purpose. Is there somebody that you are in and out of relationships with? Like you go through that cycle with them all the time? Every time y'all get back together, it's the same old shit, just a different day. Anything else here about this situation? You need to cut that cord. Abundance. Change your mindset. They're saying cut the cord. And once you do, you're going to see some changes happen. Not just about your financial abundance and how you see that, but also about, and I'm saying this from experience and not, to be judgmental. I can be facetious, but this is serious. This is also about the abundance that you feel for yourself as in love. Because when you see that you're whole and you are complete and that you don't have the time or the tools or the energy to fix someone else, this stuff right here, it changes. And like I said, I speak from experience. One day I'll tell you about it. Like, as in everybody, not just you. But yeah, this will change the way you see relationships too. Romantic, platonic, familial. Oh, at the bottom of the deck, your ego is on a 15 out of 10. Spirit says you need to turn that down to a 3. That's it. That's all. Now, I know you're probably saying that doesn't make sense, Shauna. I don't understand how spirit can say I got ego, but I also have a lack mindset. Ego turns itself up when we feel there is some lack, when we feel we've been offended, when we feel we've been hurt. Ego will come out and have us show out or have us want to be right all the time rather than have peace. Ask me how I know. Big Leo energy here. Ask me how I know. Okay. Let's go to your last question and then I'll let you go because I know you got things to do. I'm being told that I'll send you an email after tomorrow, actually, tomorrow about the conjure root work. But we'll go to your last question. When will I be in a relationship that is loving and fulfilling? You know what? Let's see. Is it? Yep. Let's see. Well, I will say, I'll go to the cards first. When will client 4 be in a relationship that is loving and fulfilling? When will client 4 be in a relationship that is loving and fulfilling, please, Spirit? When will client 4 be in a relationship that is loving and fulfilling? When will client 4 be in a relationship that is loving and fulfilling? Oh, rushing in. Oof. Told you. Stop obsessing first. What I was going to say before I went to the cards is that Spirit was saying to me that there's some work that has to be done first. Because when we are at a certain place, like when we are in a place of lack, we attract lack. Like this delivery guy. Not saying that delivery guys are all lacking. This one is, because Spirit said it, that they love bomb. They do all this other stuff. They in situationships all over the damn place, and they run their mouth. However, you want to be in a space, client 4, where you're attracting somebody who is fulfilled just like you. But you have to get into that space of fulfillment, if that makes sense. Because contrary to popular belief in movies, we shouldn't need anybody to complete us when we're already whole. They add to our lives, which is another reason why our cup stays in overflow, right? Because we're pouring into our cups for overflow, and then here they come. You already the cake, client 4. The person coming in is just the icing. You already cake before the icing was there. So, yeah, when you get to a space where there's some healing, when you get to a space where you feel fulfilled, you'll stop thinking about this relationship as much, the relationship that you want, because then you'll attract. I'm being told to tell you something that I heard. Something that I heard here on the YouTubes. As I attract with alignment. I attract with trust, beyond logic, which is another word for faith, right? Another phrase for faith. And I attract with wholeness, knowing that you're already complete. In order to do that, I'm going to go back to this. You have to trust your spirit team. You got to trust the divine. You have to trust your benevolent ancestors, God, your angels, whoever it is that's been protecting you this entire time. You start leaning into them, trying to tell you, whatever that relationship is, whoever's in it, They're going to be a whole ass person and not somebody that has to go around love bombing and situation shipping and all the shit like that. But that is all, client 4. I hope it helps. I wish you well. And I will email you. I hope this helps you for your highest good. Till next time, client 4. Bye. Hey, MG. Welcome. Welcome. Just so y'all know, somebody in the chat that can speak on a little bit of my journey and where I've come, where I've been, and how far I've come. Your girl, something else, y'all, something else. All right, let me get a little sip here. Okay, we're going on to, let me see here. Before I go on to client 5, I'm just going to check my email to see if there have been any new clients. Excuse me. Okay. All right. So, oops. Hey, Virgo. JAF. How you doing? All right, client 5. Let me get your timestamp ready here. Oh, focus, girl. Timestamp. Hey, client 5. Hey, thank you for choosing to book with me. And thank you for trusting me with your energy. It looks like you have one question here. And you say, I recently broke up with my child's father, M, because he's been acting strange. He has accused me of cheating on him more than once. What is his deal? All right. Well, let's find out. Which deck, Spirit? Okay. I'm going to move this deck out the way. Okay, Spirit. What is the deal with client 5's child's father? She recently broke up. Well, they recently broke up. He has been accusing them of cheating, and they want to know what in the world is going on with them, with M. What is M's deal, Spirit? What is M's deal? All right. What is M's deal? M is client 5's child's father, and he has been accusing them of cheating and also acting strange. What is M's deal? What is M's deal? What is M's deal? Anything else out of this deck? They say, yeah. Anything else? Anything else about M? That's it. Okay, let's see. Let's see. First one that came out is, I stick around because you take care of me. I'm here for financial gain or reasons. The other one that said, it says water under the bridge. I'm gonna clarify that one. What does water under the bridge mean? What does water under the bridge mean? And this last one, it says that I worry about you, you worry me. And I feel like that, well, Spirit is saying that's really confirmation. Clarify water under the bridge. Confirmation of them thinking that you're cheating. Because they're using you for financial gain. M is using you. Say more, communicate. It came out as water under the bridge to clarify that. Do you fuss at M a lot? Or do you not say anything at all? Like you let a lot of things slide, which is, it probably took him by surprise that you broke up with him because you let things slide. That's what, you don't say much. You don't say much. You let a lot of shit slide. Oh. Oh. Unsafe is at the bottom of the deck. And this isn't about how you should feel unsafe with him. Well, unsafe is more about sexual tendencies, not practicing safe methods. Yeah. I'll go to this deck. Okay. What else, Spirit? What else is going on with M? Or what advice, rather, do you have for client 5 regarding M? What advice do you have for client 5 regarding M? Ooh. Try to slide off the, a lot of sliding going on. What advice do you have for client 5 regarding M? What advice do you have for client 5 regarding M, please. Advice for client 5 regarding M. Anything else? Anything else regarding M? Is that it? Okay. So the first one that came out, client 5, is it seems that you may be connected to a god of thunder. I don't know what pantheon you, if you practice anything, um, but this is not a comprehensive list of gods of thunder, but some are Shango, Thor, Perun, and to those gods and deities of thunder. My apologies if I have mispronounced your name. Please charge it to my head and not my heart. But you may want to look into what, um, depending on the pantheon, if any of these gods or deities are calling on you, and if they are, looking to see, you know, what you need to do to connect. Yeah. What else came out is codependency. Codependency. Spirit is identifying that relationship that you have with your child's father as a codependent one, which really kind of clarifies the fact that he's only sticking around because of financial gain and reasons. And then what else came out is doubt, fear, lack mindset, and the need to control separates you from the divine. It separates you from your benevolent ancestors, separates you from God, separates you from the universe. You're being challenged and tasked with surrendering and trusting your journey. Yeah. But just some final advice here. You know, I'm sorry. My bad. My eyes itching. Excuse me. Okay. But I want to ask this question just as advice because nothing came out. And just in case you were wondering, I know you broke up with him. However, sometimes when you are connected with somebody through a child, it's easy to kind of fall back into things. So let's just ask what it is. Put it out there. Should client 5 take M back? Should client 5 take M back? Nose is itching, y'all. Oh, whenever I channel, should client 5, yeah, itchy. Excuse me, y'all. Should client 5 take M back? Should client 5 take him back? First card is yes. Second card is no. Third card is yes. And then at the bottom of the deck, client 5, we have a maybe. You know, The Hermit is all about growth and solitude. That you may eventually want to take him back, and it may be a good idea to take him back, but there needs to be some growth. Some work has to be done, you know, on everybody's part. Excuse me. Yeah, some work has to be done on everybody's part. Um, because he has to see and understand that you ain't playing. Because right now he's kind of what I really just heard is dick in the wind. He's a dick in the wind. Like just flailing, just doing things impulsively and not even thinking about it. So there's work that has to be done here, you know, and this may even be about him seeing that he needs to get himself together. I don't know if he is working, but it gives him time to get gainful employment if he isn't, or if he is, you know, work even harder to feel like he's contributing. That's what Spirit said, to feel like he's contributing. Hmm. Yeah. So, yeah, that's what I have, Client 5. Thank you again for trusting me with your energy. And I wish you well with everything. I hope this helps, and I hope it helps you for your highest good. Take care. Bye. All right. So now we are on Client 6. Get this timestamp going. All right. Hey, Client 6. Hey, thank you for booking with me. Thank you for trusting me with your energy. Client 6, you have one yes, no question. And the question is, if I propose to S, will he say yes? Well, first of all, congratulations on wanting to take that next step. But let's see. If client 6 proposes to S, will S say yes? If client 6 proposes to S, will S say yes? If client 6 proposes to S, will S say yes? First card is a no. Second card is a yes. Third card is a no. There's a lot of swords around here. Bottom of the deck is a yes with the 8 of swords. S may think that you may be moving too fast with the 8 of swords here at the bottom of the deck. And that kind of puts them in, you know, the mindset of what's the rush? What have you done? It's going to make them kind of think like, okay, well, what's going on? Why are you trying to get married? I don't know how long y'all been together, but that's what Spirit is saying. Like they're probably not going to say yes. They're going to be more suspicious than anything. if you were to propose. All right. That's what I have. Client 6. I hope that helps. And I hate that I had to be the bearer of bad news, but I hope that helps you. And I hope it helps for your highest good. Thank you again for booking with me, client 6. All right. Moving on to client 7. But before I do, let me put in the chat here. All right. I'm going to pin that. Okay. So, with client 7, let me get your timestamp going here. Let's see. 1:43. All right. Client 7. Hey, client 7. Hey, thank you for trusting me with your energy. And you have 3 questions. All right. So you said there has been a string of unfortunate events that have happened to me over the past year, from losing my job. Oh, I hate to hear that. To having to live with a dear friend. And now I think I'm wearing out my welcome with her. The first question is Is karma, is this karma or something? What's going on? Let's let's see. Is this karma? Is client 7's um situation with the unfortunate events that have happened in their life, is this justice or karma in some way? Is this justice or karma in some way for client 7? They've had a string of unfortunate events over the past year. Are they going through a karmic event or justice in some type of way? Okay. Is the string of unfortunate events for client 7 karma that they're experiencing from something before? Is this karma that client 7 is experiencing? First one is yes. That's the first card. Then we have another yes. And then we have a no. But short answer, client 7, is yes, it is karma. At the bottom of the deck, we have the moon. Did you do something to a maternal figure, whether that's your mom, your grandma, an auntie? Like you did something that caused a lot of chaos, or you fought, you not just fought, But you actually like, did you wish like some bad energy or juju on somebody who essentially took care of you? Because they're showing up as the Empress here. And this is definitely a maternal figure. And it happened seemingly, I don't know how old you are because you didn't put it in your question, but it happened at least when you were younger. I don't know, maybe in your 20s or teens or something like that. If you're in your 20s now, then it's probably recent, but there's like some, yeah, there's some shiggity going on here. I'm going to clarify this five of wands, and I'm pulling the moon, and I'm going to clarify the moon. Behind the moon, client 7, is the high priestess. And behind that is the chariot. What the fuck? I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I've said this before earlier, so you may not have heard it. But when you ask spirit things, and there's certain things that you may hold out and think that spirit might not know, spirit's gonna put your shit on. And what I'm getting here is that you have done this is karma. So that's the short answer. But with the moon, the high priestess, and the chariot, those are that's major arcana, client 7. And arcana is bigger than your everyday decision. It's bigger than, like, I'm choosing to go to McDonald's as opposed to Hardee's today. This is some life shifting shit. And there's 3 of them. So whatever is going on with this karma that you are experiencing, it's some major moves being made. But I'm gonna find out what this five of wands is, though. Can we clarify this five of wands, and then we'll head back to these major arcana. Clarify the five of wands, please. Clarify the five of wands. Yeah, I'm really not feeling this energy. Clarifying the five of wands with the 10 of swords. You didn't just betray this maternal figure, you hurt them in some way. And I'm getting that this hurt goes deeper than emotional. Or maybe I should flip that, because emotional wounds are deep, very deep. My apologies, client 7. That was YouTube restarted me up. What I was saying is that I'm getting with this clarification of the five of wands with the 10 of swords is that there's a lot of damage here. And this is alluding to a DV event. So not only emotional um, wounds, but physical wounds towards this maternal figure, um, which is why you are experiencing. It's why you're experiencing these unfortunate events. This is essentially justice happening here. This is at the bottom of the deck. Judgment. And if you do recall, the moon, the high priestess, and the chariot were previously at the bottom of the deck. There's some things coming to put you back on the right path, essentially. Because you're presented here. I want to show you this again. You're presented here as the Knight of Wands. And do you see how the Knight of Wands is headed towards the Empress? And then we have this Five of Wands. And essentially, all these wands together, that's the Six of Wands, which is recognition. So Spirit is calling you out on whatever happened between you and this eternal figure. So yeah, they're saying, yeah, this is karma. Without any shadow of a doubt, this is karma. Yeah. But let's go to your second question here. So your second question says that you need to turn things around. What's Spirit's advice? Okay, let's find out. Which deck, Spirit? Pink. All right. All right. Spirit, what is your advice for client 7 to turn things around, if any? And we'll go client 7. We'll go to another deck too. I'm being called to another deck after this one, just so you know. What is your advice for client 7 to turn things around? What is your advice, Spirit, for client 7 to turn things around? What is your advice for client 7 to turn things around, please? What is your advice for client 7, Spirit, to turn things around? Anything else? One more. All right. That it? I don't know about this last one though. Okay. Oh, damn. What? This is some. We don't know who you are. Your spirit team is saying this to you. There also is the Empress is out here again. It's out here again. Just to remind you, the Empress came out with your first question. And what this is alluding to is that you have to make things right with this Empress, whoever that is to you. You have to make things right. Can we clarify this? They're saying that you're in this energy right now. It says, I wish I never met you. But if this is your mom or a mother figure, oh, this is the energy that you're in towards the Empress. You have to turn it around. That's how you turn it around. You got to turn this around and make it right with the Empress. Because right now, they're like, we don't know you. We don't know you in this energy. We don't know you in this energy. Let me go to this other deck that they were telling me to use. Any advice, any other additional advice for client 7 to turn things around? Any additional advice for client 7 to turn things around, Spirit? Excuse me. Mm. Mm. Yeah. Any additional advice for client 7, Spirit, to turn things around? Any additional advice? Any additional advice? Any additional advice for client 7 to turn things around? I can tell you this, client 7, they're giving you exactly what you want. But I don't know if it's what you want to hear. Anything else? Heard, they're reminding me of something that I heard before from a YouTuber who is an expert in Kabbalah. And one thing, okay, Kabbalah is a spiritual practice and not a religion. A lot of people use it to enhance their religions, actually. But one thing that he was saying in Kabbalah is that we have to bless the people, or it's recommended rather, that we bless the people who brought us into the world or took care of us in some way, even if they weren't good to us, because that kind of determines how things happen for us going forward. If we decide to start a business, if we want to get promotions, even if they were, not the best parents, or they weren't the best partner or something like that, if they've done some good in our lives, they added to our lives in some way. One thing that this guy said in Kabbalah, what we shouldn't do is curse them, because we end up getting karma for that. And that is what Spirit is reminding me of for you, because of the fact that this was a physical thing, physical and emotional. Like, I don't know what this mother figure may have done to you, but what you did to her affects you now. That's what they're advising me to tell you of. But what cards came out, first one is attachment issues, emotional and spiritual. So you have to work on your attachment issues, all of the above, emotional and spiritual. Because go back to what your spirit team said, we don't know who you are. What also came out, mm, not a chance, absolutely not, on any day that ends in Y. Is it okay? I'm channeling now. Is it okay to have reacted the way you did? I don't like this energy. You're exactly where you're supposed to be in your journey. In other words, client 7, you're not turning this around anytime soon. You got to feel this. Your spirit team, the universe, they want you to feel this. They want you to feel this. As a matter of fact, they're doubling down. You haven't been text. The blockage is coming from you. They're calling you out again. Transactional love. Did this mother figure tell you no? And you kind of, or was it multiple no's? Because transactional love is you are only showing love when you get something out of somebody, whether it is attention, whether it is something material. That's the only way you give a positive reaction or a positive response. Hmm. You want an abundant life, you have to change your mindset. You want things to get turn things around, you got to change your not just your mindset, but all the things. You yeah, yep. And your last question, client 7. Yeah, this is something else. I'm gonna say this before I get to this last question, client 7. And I hope that all of, my friends out there who are watching, when you reach out to readers, if they are, on some real shit, they're gonna say exactly what spirit tells them to say. And they're not gonna pull any punches. And you'll be able to feel their energy um when they're reading something that has gone down that is one unexpected, and then two it's kind of like it's a what the fuck type energy. That's what I'm getting right now. And for those of y'all who are in the chat, thank you for being here, first of all. Um, but in the live rather. Um, and it's not that I don't have empathy for client 7. It's that spirit has told me some things. So I'm actually showing restraint because I'd rather not be reading this. However, I would be remiss if I didn't convey to client 7 what client 7 spirit team wants client 7 to know. That would be on me. That would be on me. So just remember that, client 7. I imagine that this might be your last time booking with me. That. As a matter of fact, I'll talk to my team. Just in case you try to come back around here. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. So this is that sign for your spirit team. Ain't that something? I tell you, boy. Your last question. When will things turn around for client 7? When will things turn around for client 7? When will things turn around for client 7? All right. When will things turn around for client 7? Next year. They said around summer. Next year. But you got a lot of work to do. You have a lot of work to do. And I've already stressed exactly where they have suggested you start. And yeah, thank you for booking with me. And I'm grateful that although this wasn't the best energy, I'm grateful that your spirit team led you over here because I know how I am. And I'm gonna say the shit that spirit wants me to say. So they led you to the right place. I was about to say something else, but spirit's like, nah, don't say that. So thank you. Thank you. Client 7, and I hope you have a good night. I wish you well. Cheerio and shit. All right. Yeah. Okay. Y'all, I'm going to do one more check to see if I received. No, it's closed. So I'm sure I haven't received anything after that. But thank you to everybody who booked with me for a reading tonight during the live personal reading session. If you want to book for next week, the directions to pre-book, they are in the description box. They'll stay there. And for everybody who participated tonight, thank you again. I will send you your timestamps, and it'll also be posted up here in the comments. This doesn't expire, so you can always refer back to it. I'm talking to you, client Sanford. Talking to you. But yeah, so until next time, I hope everybody has a good night. Thank you for those who just came into the live to chill out. Appreciate your energy. And y'all have an awesome night. Good night, y'all.